All right, guys, it's middle of February here in 2022 at my Dawn Redwoods Grown from Seed project. Giving a little update here. You can tell that they are all in individual 6-pack cell trays. They're doing great. They had their first dose of a very mild fish fertilizer to help them just get along on their growing ways. So yeah, if you've never heard of the Dawn Redwood, you might be thinking that it's the redwoods that are in California or on the coast, the giant sequoias up in the mountains. And this is actually not them. So if you've never researched it, do give yourself do yourself a favor. Just look into it. But I'll give you a little breakdown right here. So while exploring after World War II in China and some deep river valleys, they came across this tree. Okay, it was called the water fir by the locals because it grew basically in standing water or along riverbanks in protected areas in the mountains of China. Where they did some research and decided that, hey, this was a long thought extinct tree, just like the ginkgo, but it wasn't. All right, it survived, and they have been taking care of it for years. So, like I said, called the water fir is what the locals called it. Anyhow, they brought seeds back to the United States, researched it, grew them, and planted them out. And the rest is history. Now these are readily available through seed catalogs in the spring. You may or may not be able to get them at the local big box store. They're not that common, but I know it's very common for a bonsai specimen, the Dawn Redwood. So I have 24 growing here. About 21 of them are doing great. 3 are so-so, but they probably will pull through. But anyways, long story short, I will probably try to make a bonsai little forest out of some of these. I do plan on trying to overwinter a few to make sure they do survive and give the best chance to flourish. But I'm also going to plant some out at the Hillside farm there, and all the best. Hope they do grow. So that is the long-term plan. But while I have you here in the theme of growing things from seed and for trees in particular, right here in the foreground, see these two right here? Now these are pomegranates. So if you've never grown a pomegranate from seed, let me give you a little better angle right here. Check this out. So this is what a pomegranate from seed looks like. And the little backstory is, over Christmas break, my daughter was eating a pomegranate. She loved it, said, hey, you should try to grow this from seed. So I threw some seeds into a pot and literally forgot about them. And then I saw something sprouting, and I had no idea what they were. So I had to look at some pictures of like what they could have been. So I just Googled, pomegranates from seed, and yes, they looked exactly like it. So then I remembered that I planted the pomegranates from seed. But here you go. I got about 10 of these. These are pretty neat looking little trees here. Now they're not necessarily hardy to my climate here in right on the edge of zone 7, right at zone 6, depending on how severe the winter may or may not be. This year we're a zone 7 winter like last year, but 2 or 3 winters ago we clearly got into the zone 6. So it's all depending on individual plant hardiness. That's why I think I have 10 of these now. I'm probably going to plant some of these out in containers, maybe some I'll leave in the ground to see if they do overwinter and survive, but I'll keep some, as house plant specimens. They do have beautiful pink flowers on them if you want to grow it just for the ornamental value. And here's some more of the pomegranates from seed, and these have a really, really cool little, reddish brown trunk and really cool leaves. So do give yourself a favor and try to grow some of those if that's something you're into. And going on the theme of plants from seed, now these are the silk tree, the mimosa tree, whatever you might have called it. The Persian silk tree has the nice big pink, fluffy looking flowers on it. Now these are some seeds I collected and I left in the fridge to stratify and forgot about for 2 years. So I probably planted 30, 40 seeds, and as you can tell, they got 1, 2, and this third one here just popped up recently. So these seeds are pretty old, and I was surprised any of them grew anyways. But yeah, I don't know what else I'll do with these. They're not native, so it's not really something you want to plant out in the woods or try to naturalize, but they do grow as ornamental all over the place. People do grow them around here quite frequently. So there you go. So that's just another little update on some stuff I do have growing from seed. There you go. But there's a little shot of the redwoods so far. They are getting bigger, and there you go. So I'll give another update here in about a month or so when they get a little bit bigger and more transitioning for the springtime. It's right around the corner, so do yourself a favor, guys. Get those seeds planted in the ground and keep your fingers crossed because spring will be here before you know it. All right, guys, so next time I'll give you an update on this and other things I have growing on here at the Hillside. Until then, take care, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.